Well, Jen, the audience may not know, you've mentioned it early on. You were a high level athlete in college, volleyball player. Um, and I have no doubt, as a young athlete coming up, that you knew the importance of role models, mentors, and coaches. I mean, you wouldn't have got to where you were unless you had a good mix of all three. I want to say that that carried over into your professional life. And I also think that you realize that not everybody's an athlete, not everybody's a high level athlete, not everybody's high level anything. And some people, this is the first time they've ever heard of this concept, me saying it. Role models, mentors, and coaches. So I'd like to get your thoughts on this relative to leaders, aspiring leaders, and leaders that really aspire to excellence. Um, what's the importance of getting these role models, mentors, and coaches? And they all serve a different role. Sometimes it can be all three. And sometimes, in my case, one of my role models is Teddy Roosevelt, and I certainly never had the opportunity to talk to him, so I had to study him from afar. So your thoughts?
Yeah, I think diversity of thought and experience to me is a really big part of the success formula. And we talked about earlier in the podcast on whether leaders are made or born. Well, if we believe that they're made, why wouldn't a leader take every opportunity to learn from diversified experiences? And to the question you asked a bit ago, good experiences and bad experiences both offer an opportunity to learn. Role models to me, obviously someone to look up to and emulate, having somebody in mind or somebody like multiple people in mind, you can pull the good from those individuals and make your own role model out of that. But I'm not trying to climb the ladder as fast as I possibly can, but I'm always trying to be better. So why wouldn't I look for those qualities or those skills to, challenge myself on? Mentors can provide very real and specific feedback on scenarios, and could be available like that. There are several folks in my life that I look up to as a mentor that offer thoughts and suggestions on how to handle a scenario or how to take my business plan forward or what have you. And they are there when I call. That's an investment though. Those type of relationships don't develop overnight. I have invested a lot in those that mentor me, and they have done the same for me. And I continue to, to value those conversations and those individuals. From a coaching perspective, Mike, man, oh man, this is like one of the things that I am so grateful for. Any opportunity where someone's like, what was it like to play sports in college? Well, I had lots of coaches. I had a weight trainer, I had a nutritionist, I had, somebody in rehabbing, plus my head coach, and they all brought something different to the table. And again, I think that diversity of thought or that diversity of experience was really, really good for me. I am a team sports player. You mentioned volleyball. It's not an individual sport. And so to have the opportunity to play as a team under a coaching staff and compete at that level, those are skills that I didn't know I was gaining at the time, but they are things that I use every day in my life. And now that my kids are in sports, it makes it easier for me to spot a good coach, or maybe one that's on the rise, or maybe one that, shouldn't be coaching my kids, and just how they're handling themselves. Because it's not just coaching the sport, it's coaching the person, it's teaching the person. So long-winded there, but I think a good combination of having something in mind, or a good role model, people that can support you daily on the way, and then, having those people that are in your court to teach you the things that you still need to learn. I think it's necessary for sure.